So game number 2 of the Pro Elf run is against Necromantic. This is our team. We took a few licks in game number 1, but we've still got the 4 most important positionals. Our opponent is Sigawatt. I've not played them before. This is a starting Necromantic team. They've played 1 game which they lost. I think this is the most common starting build with Necromantic. I found Necromantic a really hard start when I tried them. They're a lot of fun when they get going, but they're a really hard start because 2 rerolls on an Agi 3 team with no skills is tough. So I personally normally went for the ghoul build, which means you only get 1 werewolf because at least it just gave you dodge skill. But obviously the ghoul is not as good as the werewolf with development. So I didn't even look at the team name. Am I going to regret looking at it when we go through? Thanks, Oscar. Have a good Sunday, whatever you're up to. Corgi blep. All right, so we won the coin toss. We'll go on defense first. I can do my aggressive wide formation again because of having the blitzers. Definitely some risk attached because they could go for claw bits on them and they could get them, but also if they do go for the claw bits on them, they are risking sidestepping their way into trouble. So let's give them that dilemma. Do you know what? If we're doing this, we have literally not got even another positional to put back there. So let's do it even more aggressively. Oh my goodness, like that. Because there's no one else to protect. None of these linemen have any SPP. Like if they want to push through in the middle, they can. But I reckon that'll be a fast way for them to lose the drive, or at least be forced to score quickly, because we'll be able to converge really quickly in the middle. It's a weird formation. It's not one I've done before, but I want to see. What a serendipitous occasion. Tree is playing my favourite game that I hate to play. Well, that is serendipitous disorder. I did think about doing XCOM today, because now I've got the partner. I have been threatening the XCOM and wanting to do the XCOM, but I feel like XCOM might be an evening moment that I'd like to do, because I'd like to do it when we can share it with a Giraffe, who's obviously an XCOM lover, and I don't know. I feel like I did some XCOM in the evening before, and I feel like it fits the evening. But the nice thing is, again, now I've got that tick. Now I've got that partner tick. If I'd feel like doing small streams in the evening, if I feel like doing 2 streams in a day, I'm not going to be as anxious as I was before about like, oh, can I keep the numbers up? So who knows? You might even get XCOM this evening, depending what mood I'm in. I've got no plans for today. Don't you dare Decker. Well, I'm on defense, so I can't Decker on defense. Have I ever played RimWorld or Mountain Blade or Football Manager 2022? I have not played any of those. RimWorld, I could see myself getting into. That did look interesting. Mountain Blade, I don't think is going to be for me. And I think not Football Manager either. RimWorld of those 3, I could see myself wanting to do. And football has been here all summer, Disorder, because the Euros were wicked. Instant KO. Diced. Outrageous. I've watched Zunk play Mountain Blade, and I saw that he seemed to have a lot of fun with it. It's just, yeah, like, it's too much. I mean, the problem is, like, I may have to delve into some games that require hand-eye coordination, which is never my preferred version of gaming. Because I was watching that game, I said this the other day, I was watching someone play that game Stray, where you're just a cat, and that looks really fun. But the Mountain Blade looked like a lot of hand-eye coordination, and it was, and it's just like not necessarily like my kind of vibe of game. Like, oh, is that going to be a reroll? They've only got 2. It is. I think this is a newer coach. They've left their cage base right away, but spending that reroll immediately is pretty rough. I've only just looked at the team name that Triff was next is too lewd. Handholders. Well, that's the thing, Collie. I could even do some Fall Guys on stream now, couldn't I? I could do some Fall Guys. I could do some Among Us. I could do all the stuff that probably won't get a huge audience, but might be fun. Do some more sort of community stuff. I would happily do some Among Us on stream, but Dizzy's already doing that, and I like doing it on Dizzy stream, so I don't want to steal the Among Us thunder. Like, it's fun doing it with Dizzy. But some Fall Guys on stream could be fun. This is a 1 dice on the ball. Would have been a 2 dice if we'd got the knockdown there, but we didn't. I think we still take the 1 dice. Don't need a controller from Among Us. Well, exactly. See how this shakes out. Okay. All right, in the end. Not a good scatter. So I think we leave that at that point. Take this book. Fine. Gets you off the Zombo. Should we just run you around the back? You're not getting surfed there, so just create that, because that way, maybe next turn if we can get it, there might be a scoring threat right away if we want it. Not good blocking dice for anyone so far, but at least we got a KO back. So we're down 2 and they're down 1. God, the internet really is wobbly today. I'm sorry, the internet just did like a moment pause and seems to have come back, but yeah, really wobbly today. Sorry for if the stream quality's been rubbish. I hope it hasn't been too bad. Oh, that is my opponent's last reroll gone. Did take care of the scoring threat, but now they've got to pick the ball up with that reroll. It sounds like our last opponent has now been banned, if anyone wanted to know that, which I think is the right decision. Last night I realised my power wash was power wash sim on my game. So last night I realised power wash sim was on my Game Pass. So guess what I was doing? Power washing. There is a sim for power washing. How can there be a sim for power washing? I don't understand what that involves. Do you just like have a hose and you can power wash things? How is that a sim? I do quite like the idea of playing some silly meme games as well. Now we've got partner. Now we've got partner. We can play silly meme games like power washing sim. We did threaten to do dating sims before as well, didn't we? Thanks for the raid, Muppet Pac-Man. How are you? How was your stream this morning? Um, yes, Glenn, last opponent got banned, which, as I say, I think that's the right decision. Oh my god, these blocking dice. Not actually sure if I should reroll that, but probably. I think we now don't go for the ball this turn. I was thinking about going for the ball, but without a reroll, it seems like a bad idea now. So let's do that. Let's do this and we can hit that wolf. But first, let's go for this because we've got block for this one. Good. Put a side step on the ball. And just pushes for the wolf. Alright, just got to be judicious with this last reroll now, but they're out of rerolls as well, so we'll see. Techno thinks I'm mad, but I don't even care. Why aren't you playing Halo? I'm power washing. How expensive would it be to get just an actual power washer? Like, how much are power washers? Because I feel like other sim games, part of why you want to play a sim game is because you are not able to do that in real life. But well, that's bad news. Okay. We're going to be down on one blitz of the whole game. At least it didn't die. We're not doing well on the removals. Like, I was thinking this drive was going quite well because opponent is out of rerolls and had been giving us a lot of base cages, but we've burned through 2 of our rerolls on double skulls, and now we're down a blitzer. I can do it in IRL, but why would I? There's a sim for that. We could just get banged out here, couldn't we? From a position that seemed quite strong, we could just get banged out. This is pro elf life. You need to knock this one down. You can go this way. What you do? Yeah, shit. This is probably losing this drive now. Okay, at least that didn't break. They're just going to potato. I'm with you, Kafiri. I would like my windows power washed. It's actually one of the sad things about moving, because I used to have a neighbour who had a power washer, and he would power wash like the front of his house and also his van. And if he was doing it, he would just do mine for me anyway. Like, he just, like, as he came out, he'd like just he'd power wash my windows without even asking. But like, I didn't mind. It's a nice thing to do. Annoyingly, that's the right thing to do, not to move that. Good. Okay. I think we go for this. But it is 3 twos, because it's, well, 3 twos with you and 1 with you, so there's nothing else we can do without rolling dice. Good. 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 Really good. Oh wow, that has not regened. So we're down a blitzer, but they are down a wolf. Oh, and that's a level for Dadel as well. Lovely. Very, very nice. Can't get to that ball, unfortunately. I think maybe you're the most important one to dodge because you're the scoring threat. Oh, Doggo's up.
Choose violence.
Good. Good. Good turn. Hey, good day, Nick. How are you feeling after your 24-hour stream? That was an amazing effort. I dropped in and out and saw some fun parts of the Gdanik stream. But I think I didn't even see all of the best of it. I heard there was a pirate. I didn't see the pirate. Which seems like a big loss. The prior names are amazing, Shamba. Like, they're just endless numbers of syllables. There's a clip of the pirate. I'll have to go look it up. Feeling sleepy. I don't know how anyone does it. Like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how anyone does 24-hour streams. Like, I did a 7-hour stream the other day, and that was a lot. I've thought to myself sometimes maybe I should do a 12-hour stream as like an event. But 12-hour stream sounds really disappointing when other people do 24-hour streams. And then I'm like, I'm not even sure if I can hack 12 hours. Pirate Nick. Is this a long clip? Can I watch it? I'll watch it after the game. When I actually get tired, my body doesn't comply with staying up. I just start straight falling asleep sitting up. Do you know, it's a memory I have from like my first, pretty much like my first office job. I was working as a researcher for a TV documentary, and sorry, just gonna think about this turn for a second. I don't know why I'm being so worried about the surf. Actually, this wolf is all the way over here. The other one's gone, so we don't need to do that. Don't need to score immediately. This could be an air blitz turn. Don't know where I would blitz. Maybe up here. I just want to make sure I pick the ball up first. Good. Let's try to blitz here. Blitz for value. Because the whites and the wolves are the two most important pieces to try to remove. So see if we can get lucky on that. Can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, so like my first job, and one of the producers, I remember sitting there in the office one day and I was looking at him and he was like probably in his 50s, I would guess. So like a lot, I mean, I was obviously like I was early 20s, but a lot older than me, but like not old or anything. And I remember sitting there at my desk and I looked up at him and his eyes were closed and I was like, at first I didn't think anything of it, but I looked again and his eyes were still closed like a minute later. And I realised that he'd literally just fallen asleep, completely sat up at his desk. And he was just closed eyes, sleeping in the middle of the workday at his desk. And I remember being really shocked by it. And I think it would shock me a lot less now because, you know, I'm not that young anymore. I'm not in my 50s. Or even my 40s. But still, I just remember being really shocked because I was like this sort of young, impressionable 21-year-old or whatever, being like, wait, that man is at work and he's just asleep. He's just literally asleep in the middle of the day. There was a pirate, toxic showboating. I mean, there's toxic showboating on every day in Extreme, right? An evil version of me from another universe. And story time with Thomas the Tank Engine. I think I miss a lot. Is this phone treatment PC? Oh, poor PC. That must have happened. I mean, I'm certain, in fact, I think I even know someone it's happened to in Online Bubble, that their opponent has fallen asleep while playing. But that must have happened at a tabletop tournament at some point where, like in a tabletop game and someone's just fallen asleep. Because sometimes when you're tired, like your opponent's terms feel like they're taking forever. It happened to UKTC. Oh, God. And also people do tend to be, you know, having a drink and stuff at tournaments. So I can see how that arises. Okay. So ideally, I guess we want to do this slowly, but part of me thinks just, no, we shouldn't just bang it in, should we? Because just banging it in requires rolling some dice that are a bit iffy. But everything involves rolling some dice that are a bit iffy because we're pro elves without rerolls. I think we just bring the ball up this turn. Not without rerolls, without built-in rerolls, what I meant to say. We don't have any dodge skill. Don't know where to blitz. Because that's 2 GFIs. Could bring you here and do it with you. Problem is if we fail it, then I've just left you base for no reason. So maybe it's an Obit's turn. I think it's an Obit's turn. Maybe even that. No, it's giving up too much position. Just keep pushing them back. I think it was Liam from Two Drunk Flings. Lived up to the podcast name. They do seem to, the Two Drunk Flings team do definitely seem to enjoy their tournaments, which is what everyone should do, I suppose, but enjoy them in a particularly enthusiastic way. Falling asleep, standing up, sounds like you've been on the fentanyl. I don't actually know what fentanyl is. I feel like I should. Nick Stream was terrible, to be honest. Banned his only moderator. Aww. My dad got very involved with a charity through his church, and we went to Kenya. Long ass flight through which I barely slept. The night before, I also barely slept. Immediately after arrival, we went to a wedding. Oh no, Shamba! That sounds very funny. Thank you for the follow, Vinral. Welcome to the stream. How did you find us? Oh, Shamba, did you get in trouble? Was it an important wedding? One guy came into the extreme complaining about being banned for falling asleep twice in one season. The first time he got banned, he explained what happened. They let him off and he did it again. That's amazing. It's amazing that like the admins were also like considerate and were like, no, like, you know what, like things happen to all of us. You've explained it. And then they just did it again. Yeah, that person. I mean, yeah, I probably shouldn't play Blood Bowl online if it's causing them that much sleeping. Okay, not dead. Good job. Shalan. This is where I need Shamba to read the names for me. I feel like Shamba would do a better job than I would with Shalandalan. It was the wedding of one of the Kenyan administrators of the charity, and they were lovely about it. I think. I don't remember much about that first day. Shamba. Do 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 do. Shalandalan. Do 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 do. Could bring that there. Take that block, and then we could. But maybe it's better just to do the dodge here. Could blitz and then move up, and then we've got your movement as well. Ah, I felt that one coming. Okay, not a double skull at least. Not really what we were hoping for. Is this just going to have to be a sideline cage? Because we're not getting far enough up if we don't do that. This is not good, is it? This is not good. Do this one because you're further away. Good. Okay. This ball is hittable. This ball is hittable on 2 dice probably. Because you can hit that here and then you just base in here and then you just hit there with 2 dice. But they've got no rerolls as well, so they could fail something. And this is their drive, so if it stays at 0-0, it's not the worst case, is it? Oh, that's not what you needed to do. Lucky for us. Let's run the ball straight up here. Don't really want to score on this player because they've already got the level, but obviously we would take that before not scoring. Lovely. speed come up here, do they? No. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they can get the base on. Don't think they can hit. Let's try to get here in case. Good. All right. Fine. Fine. So ideally we'll still try and hand off to Daedalquist. Sorry, to Good Guy Merton. Daedalquist is a bit slow. Yeah, Daedalquist's already got level. I don't think I did forget an elf, did I, Glenn? I just was dealing with that last. Unless you mean the turn before, maybe. I am very confused about what Samish is talking to Drift about. What did you do to the cats on the MC server? Should leave that be, shouldn't I? Yeah, we're just going to try this handoff. Not rolling any more dice than that. He's suggesting try traumatize the cats. What else would I be suggesting? Good point. So many questions. So very many questions. None of which I'm sure I want the answer to. Oh, I have a question actually. Some of you may have already heard this. I've talked about it on this stream. Andy Davo is hosting, well, that's not true. An esports company is hosting a Blood Bowl tournament next weekend that Andy Davo has been sort of working for them. I don't know how to explain it. I'm explaining this very badly. Andy Davo was contacted by an esports company who want to host a Blood Bowl tournament, and he has been coordinating it. There is an invite for... he's already invited some streamers. I don't know who else has said yes. I have, but I'm sure some others have. I'm pretty sure Elliot has, and I have literally no idea who else. He's asked me if there's some open spots if anyone from my community would like to come along. I'm going to put the call out on the Discord as well. But basically, if you would like to play a Blood Bowl tournament, it's a very long way of asking. If anyone would like to play a Blood Bowl tournament next weekend, that is NAF style with 2-minute turns and $100 prize for the winner, a maximum of 6 games. Let me know. I have, I think, can't remember if it's 2 or 3 spots available. Priority will go to subscribers. So yeah, drop me a message. If you could drop me a message on Discord, just so I don't forget, you'd be very, very welcome. And would be lovely to have a Goblin team in. I'm certain Andy would be very excited to have a Goblin team come and win the whole thing. What am I doing? And how funny would it be if Andy organises a tournament and Goblins win? Who could not want that? Yeah, basically, I'm going to I'll post a message on the Discord after this. So like either respond on there or send me a message. And yeah. Because it's community spots, I will give, as I said, priority to subscribers. But if you're interested and keen, drop me a message and I will also post all the details after this as well. if you had won, what teams you think look nice in your rule set? I haven't actually read the rule set yet, Ollie. I'm assuming I'll just play Wood Elves because it's a stream thing, and I feel like that's kind of my brand to bring Wood Elves. Wood Elves are going to be competitive in most rule sets, so I've been assuming that, but I haven't really had a look yet. I think it's going to be a pretty basic NAF style. Yeah, it's on Blood Bowl 2, with TV 1100. I think I saw. I don't know exactly how the added-on skills work, but yeah. That's going to be the rough structure of it. You're thinking of playing first NAFSA tournament ever, so I have no idea how that will go. Just enjoy it, Ollie. I mean, like, the thing is, like, even if you are the best player there with the best team there, it's 64 teams entering. So it's very difficult. Like, your odds of winning even as the best player there with the best team there are only going to be so high. So I think enter it, enjoy it, and give it a go and see how you like NAF tournaments, and it could go great, is my mindset. That's not a good kick for us at all. With the perfect defence, that's quite a problem actually. We're going to have to engage. We're going to have to throw some dice we don't want to. At least with Pro Elves, we have started with more than one reroll. So if we can make this 1 dice, then we can get 2 dice here, which seems nice. Which we can. So that would reduce it to just 1 tackle zone on the ball. Yeah. So now it's only a 3+ pickup, which is a bit less scary. In fact, we can make this we can blitz the white free now as well, can't we? What am I talking about? Yeah, like, if you've never done a NAF style tournament, NAF can be really fun. I think Resurrection's a really different mindset, and it's quite sort of interesting to play that as something different to what you're used to. It's certainly like doing it in Blood Bowl 2 makes it lower stakes than a tabletop tournament where you're going to travel somewhere, and then, like, if you're really not enjoying it, you've sort of spent a whole weekend doing it. Oh dear. Well, that's not good, is it? That is, though. And yeah, it'd be fun to have you there, Ollie. You're a good player. And it's always fun to have good players in tournaments. But it's fun to have everyone in tournaments. Like, I've just said that, and I'm like, I don't want anyone to think if you're a newer player that it's not for you. Like, I think explicitly, please do throw your hat in the ring. If you're a newer player who's never had a chance to do stuff like that, and you aren't sure and you're worried you're not going to be good enough, please don't worry about that. Like, just give it a go. Drop me a message and jump on in, and get involved. Like I say, I've got a couple of spots to give out, but there are other streamers as well who I think will have a couple of spots to give out. I know Eliod had a post on his Discord about it, so yeah. The idea is as well, like, Andy's set this up with the esports company. The idea is he's doing a small tournament, and if it's successful, it will lead to a much bigger tournament in the future with much bigger prizes. So it's a really exciting sort of idea. You know, I personally have never played in a Blood Bowl tournament with prize money. Nick obviously ran Blitzpit for a long time. I think that's currently on pause. But Blitzpit I've watched, and it always looks like a lot of fun. But the idea of more competitions of Blood Bowl where there's prizes is exciting. So yeah, fingers crossed it goes well and it's a good thing. Right. Let's try to switch sides now, I think. I think, like we could try and blitz or block this free, but the block would be with a loner. The blitz would be doing a 2+ dodge first, so you might as well just do a 2+ dodge, just try and run away at that point. Especially because that's got stand firm anyway, so good chance it would be a bad time even if you did it. That's good, so now we can push you up as well. We can do this. Just take the block through here, and then we can try and blitz the wolf if it goes well. Does leave this blitz a base, but I can live with that. Lovely removal. Wow, I've only just been reading that. That's the first 13 player names that I've noticed, and it is a funny player name. Prostate exam. Pull my finger. When Truff was saying the team name was lewd, I was thinking it wasn't actually, because the team name is about holding hands, but maybe the idea of the team is. Oh, I need more tea. My voice is going very scratchy. Is this worth a reroll? Probably not. I will call my whole team Matt Decker to upset PC. Yeah, I don't get to catch Yud very often, but Yud is the top goblin coach who plays CCL, I think, and the only other goblin coach. Well, there's 2 other goblin coaches who I know who are really, really good, which is Keandre and Dalric. But yeah, Yudlagar's top goblin coach. Well worth a follow if you're not following already. It'd be really fun to have you in and streaming as well, Yud, so definitely we'll get you one of those tickets. Did someone say a second ago I was scrolling that they think my opponent is streaming? Or am I imagining that? I feel like I saw it a second ago and now I don't know who said it. Oh no, Yud. Is it anti-goblin? It's always anti-goblin with them, Andy. Oh yeah, Matthew said it. Zigawatt, he's streaming. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, no bribes. Oh no. That is typical Davo making an anti-goblin build. Why would you put no bribes in this tournament? Like, it's one thing in the new rules. Oh, all inducements. Okay, it's just to make life easier. So you can do inducements for... You can do them for NAF style tournaments on Bubble 2, but it is a hassle. Like I've been in a tournament before that used them, and you do have to do fiddly stuff with team building. So I'm guessing Andy just did that to make his life easier. Because I don't think Andy thinks that inducements are all overpowered in these rules. It's not like the tabletop where I think he's trying to avoid certain builds. Could just try and bang it in this turn by handing off and scoring, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. What is the right thing to do? Because the problem is we can't quite complete our screen unless we make this dodge. Let's do this first. Good. One, two, three, four, five. We just go here, don't we, if we can? If we can, good. That. Block. Probably should just be dodging here rather than taking blocks, but it's only a loner. So we are burning through rerolls again. This is the tricky thing with, as I said before, with elves before they get skills like dodge, but it's a bit of a chew with the setup. Not even sure what a goblin team is good to get with 1100 without bribes and stars. 5 rerolls. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, you go to 16 players, I guess. Like, if you went to 16 players with goblins, how many rerolls? And then, I don't know what it would take to get to 1100. Do you ever play teams? I feel like I've asked you this before, and I feel like you said yes, and I can't remember what the answer was. But like, do you ever play teams that aren't goblins yet? Because I assume you're probably pretty good at other teams as well if you want to be. Because if you can play well with goblins, usually you can play Buggle pretty well. So. It's always a dilemma, Glyn, but no, can't just need dodge right away. I sometimes on Pro Elf catches with one of them will go wrestle first, because you do like, it's really nice to have a wrestle catcher. And sometimes for that one I might go wrestle before dodge, but yeah. You want those dodge skills for most opponents. So, I think I'd like to throw the ball to good guy Merton to score, because then we can get a level and get you within a touchdown. But this is all extra dice I don't really need to roll. So I am being a bit of an idiot. So let's see if me being an idiot is going to backfire on me. In case this all goes wrong. Oh my god, it's really sunny. I forgot it was sunny. Click that. 3+ bars. Wow. So I was really an idiot there, but got away with it. It's a lesson you could learn from watching me, I think. That is one of those do as I say and not as I do things. Don't rush your actions. Like, I so often do this, where I just click things quicker than I need to, and then realise afterwards I've done something stupid. So yeah, file that under do as I say, not as I do. Just roll 3s. Never a bad strat. I've done maybe 60 or 70 games of Skaven and a handful of Chaos on PS4. I'm okay, but I do tend to get severely outplayed against decent coaches if I don't have goblins. I might bring something non-goblin to this tournament. You could bring orcs with a goblin. Or Underworld. What about Underworld? Underworld could maybe work, because they're not as sort of reliant on the bribes. You can have some fun goblins. Oh, orcs can have 4, can't they? That's true. Oh, you're talking about the tabletop tournament. I thought you meant the online tournament you had. Oh, one dice into a one dice for a skull. That looks like it's our ball. Finger bang. Like the South Park episode. I feel like opponent has made a team with some names that are sort of light-hearted lewd rather than serious lewd. And so that makes me think they're probably someone playing in the right spirit. But they are having a rough time of it. Matthew, because you said they're streaming, do you know them? Are they a newer coach? Because that's what it comes across as. We're going to try to pick that ball up and throw it back to ourselves. Oh, this time the 3+ doesn't work. Do we spend our last reroll on that? Sure. I probably should have moved those, but they're only loners. They keep some players tied up. Can't be a bad thing. Really, though, I want to score on Freezing Star, so I should have checked who was who and done that the other way around. Oh, rough dice. Oh, I was going to talk to them. Well, concede is probably good news for us, but I feel bad for my opponent. I think we can re-roll that because we're not fine. We don't need it. So it would have bought more fun things instead of being an essential. Not going to buy either of you. Okay, so Sandwich gets an MVP and Good Guy Merton gets an MVP. They were going to level anyway, but that's still nice. Gets them moving on towards the next level. Really, you do want to get the catches to 2 levels as quick as you can because then they can be either Blodge or Rodge. And let's roll these levels. Just a normal for Daedalus, that's absolutely fine because dodge is really nice on those blitzes right away. And just a normal for Good Guy Merton, also still absolutely fine, get some dodge. So I think these will both be dodge. Another reason someone was saying before, like you could go block on catches first, because you're going to spin into dwarfs and this stuff anyway. And I understand that logic. I think I used to think much more like that when I was newer to the game. But actually, like, one of the reasons, the several reasons I could give you for going dodge first here is if you then were to roll movement next level or agility next level, then you're going to start thinking about how you develop this player differently. And having dodge just gives you that versatility because dodge is going to work on a one-turner, dodge is going to work on a ball recovery piece, dodge is going to work on a sacker. Like, it just means you don't have to make that decision yet about what you're going to try to turn that player into.